What's up, everybody? What's up, and welcome back to On the Warpath. It's your boy Sanchez 405. If you're new, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you get notifications anytime there's new content posted. Always. So if you're coming back, as always, make sure you like, you comment, and you share this video out because you know what we do. We talk about the Washington Commanders. And no, it's not Warpath Wednesday. It is a Warpath Thursday because we had some situations that happened yesterday. Wasn't really a situation, but we did have um we did have a little bit of some technicalities and some things that came up and couldn't do it yesterday, so doing it today. Yes, Patrick, I will be here next Thursday for sure. And so we're doing it on Thursday. This is going to be a very impromptu, very quick preview of the New York Giants because honestly, this game is terrible, hideous. I don't know why it's even on the schedule. I don't know why Fox is even sending Kenny Albert out there, but it is what it is. We get ready to take on the New York Football Giants, a team that we lost to not too long ago, back in week 7. And that's where we're going to start tonight. Is we'll take a look at some of the key stats from the 14-7 defeat that we had at the hands of the New York Giants. And what's up, Super Chef? How you doing? How you doing up in the kitchen, cooking up, brother? We got to know what's on the menu too. As the Giants, really, it could have been a shutout. For the Burgundy and Gold. As Darren Waller had a 15-yard touchdown pass from Tyrod Taylor, Saquon Barkley had a 32-yard touchdown pass from Tyrod Taylor. And we had Joey Sly. Tress Way could have won the Punter of the Year award. He punted the ball 10 times. Let's see what it was. He punted the ball 10 times for 513 yards to the register and essentially kind of kept the team in the game. But we know that this game was not as close as the score might be indicative of. Sam Howell was harassed, beaten, bruised, battered all game long. He turned the ball over. He was sacked 6 times through an interception. And even though, with all that said and done, they still had an opportunity to come out here and win this ball game. A lot has changed for Washington since then. Of course, we know that we have no more Montez Sweat, no more Chase Young, and this was one of Chase Young's better games. Was against the New York Giants. I believe, he even registered a sack on that October afternoon, as he did. I think he did register a sack. Let's see here. We don't know, but we have his snap counts here. Defense. Let's see. They just give me advanced defensive stats. It's here. Yeah, he had 2 sacks in that game. Montez had 1. So there you go. There's your sack power right there. You had 3 sacks. So if you take you had 3 sacks between the 2 that you traded away at the trade deadline. But you know what? If you don't adhere to the scheme, you get in trouble and you get traded off. So this is gonna be a great show. I know you pissed. Oh man, yeah. You know what? I'm pissed, but I'm maintaining. You should have been here Monday. You should have been here Monday, Super J. You gotta go watch Monday's show. I was pissed then. I'm calm. I'm maintaining. I'm like, it's the middle of the week. I'm refocused. I'm good. I don't have any problems. I think this game we're gonna win. I thought this last time. But do y'all realize this? The Giants 4-5 in their last 4. They're 4-1 in the last 5 games at FedEx Field. I've been to like 3 of those games. I'm not going this week. Because I'm not going to get disappointed. We're not cursed, bro. We're not cursed. We ain't cursed. But Yeah, I think we're gonna finally actually get this one. Now this ain't gonna be this is gonna be a close game, more than anything. But I think it begins and ends with our quarterback and our offense coordinator. Now that's where I start my conversation at with the prediction. I think Sam Howell's gonna get right against the Giants, as they remember this. I think you still got to focus on this. Y'all got to think we've been in a lot of these games. The last few games that we've played, what have they been decided by? A possession or less? I mean, you could throw away the home game at against Philadelphia because really that was a throwaway touchdown. But look at some of these scores we've had in the last. Lost to the Seahawks by 3. Lost to beat the Patriots by 3. 7. The last since Chicago, all our games have been decided by a possession or less, whether it's been on the upside for us or the downside for us. And also, it's another trend too. Oh, here we go. John is in the building. What's up, John? How you feeling, brother? I got a chance to conversate with Doc Walker last night. He was on overdrive, so it was good talking to him. And this is the one thing I noticed too, as we'll get into the injury report here momentarily after we recap this last game against the Giants. The key was Wink Martindale was blitzing the hell out of something Jack Del Rio refuses to do. Wink Martindale, the guy who looks like he should be a sheriff for In the Heat of the Night 2023, was out of here blitzing us the whole time. And we had no answers for it. None whatsoever. They're like, hey, I dare you. I dare you. We're doing these dropbacks the whole time. Let's see. That's the first thing. Let's see if we can overcome that. Oh yeah, he Doc Doc is everybody's favorite uncle. He's hard on you. He's tough on you, but it ain't nothing but love. That's what Doc is. So yeah, 14-7 defense. The defense all played okay. But you know what? Even in that situation, we still gave up 356 total offensive yards to the New York Football Giants, who only managed 14. That is the ineptitude of them. Now, I'm not sitting here bragging about it. And when I say ineptitude, I'm not saying it like we're better than them. But this is what we've struggled against this year, last year. Let's be honest, because the Giants had a horseshoe stuck up their butt. They were like the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings, New York Giants were the luckiest teams in football, and we were 0-2-1 against those two teams. The luckiest. The happily misfortunate. Now, there's been a lot of changes here for the Giants. Gone are the days of Daniel Jones. We have Danny DeVito's grandson now here. So, it's going to be, we went from it's always sunny in Philadelphia to it may be possibly cloudy in East Rutherford. As Tommy DeVito, who was at Syracuse, was at Illinois. He was undrafted. He's living at home with mom and daddy. To the register right now, he's completing about 57% of his passes. Got 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. So what's up? What's up, bro? We still good. I should have called you, Alex, and got you on. I should have messaged you and got you on here tonight. But we're gonna be on. We still down though for this Saturday morning, right? Y'all gotta check him out. Y'all gotta check out Big Blue in the Bronx. He was spitting game to Brian Dable after press conference. See, they don't do that. See, they couldn't do that with us in Washington because we would ask some outlandish questions, and y'all in New York, y'all a little bit more respectable than us. We would just be, I'd be ignorant. on that. I'd be like, Ron, tell me something. Why in the hell did you not? Why did you use your timeouts at the end of the half? Like if we win New England, why didn't you use your timeouts? You can't take them with you. See, he'd hate me. They'd revoke my credentials right there. I'm not going to ask them like, Ron, how did you feel about when? No. You got to ask the child. Like, this is one thing I don't get it. And see, I'm going off on a tangent, but I don't get when these people like ask, they get mad at the media because they ask these softball questions, right? So they got a job. They gotta protect their relationship with the command. And then when they ask questions that you don't really like or your favorite plays, you get mad. Look, come on now. Somebody call Mrs. Garrett and say, you get the bad, you got the good, you got the bad. There you go. You got the facts of life. I'm paraphrasing. And to them other people, like these people, I'm like, come on, just take me to a bowling alley, knock down 9 pins and spare me. I'm tired of it. It is what it is. Let's see here. I really don't think winning is their primary objective. Hell, it hasn't been. It hasn't been. It's about building a quarterback. That's what Ron says. Like, don't you want to win? See, that'd be another question I ask him. Do you want to win? What do you think about your job security, Ron? You got to ask the tough questions. I think it's figuring out how Sam handles bad situations. Every game they put him in bad situations to see what happens. Yeah, they put him in a bad situation, but you know what? When he turns the ball over, he's like, literally, Maya Angelou wrote a poem about Sam Howell. Still I rise. Still I rise. Like the terribly visioned head coach looking like a burlap sap who never wears the team's colors. I go out on the field and still I rise. Unprotected by a 7-11 brought you offensive line. I get sacked. Still I rise. The number 1 rookie in my class from last year, I passed the ball to him. He drops the ball. But still, I rise. There you go. Maya Angelou wrote that. They wrote about Sam Howell. She was foreshadowing what Sam Howell can do. Though Wink Martindale blitzes me and I get sacked, still I rise. There's some truth to it. There's some truth to it, y'all. Only here can you get a Maya Angelou bowling and a Maya Angelou reference. There you go. I'll leave y'all like that. What's up? Let's see here. The defense tears out. Yep. The defense drops. Yes. We still good for the yes, sir. We still good for Saturday morning. Yes, indeed. If Saquon goes over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns and we lose the game, would that be enough ammo to move on from John Allen in the offseason? I don't know. But I need to know why that's another thing. Why in the hell is John Allen still getting these veteran days? Ever since he went full on Diary of a Mad Black Woman on JP Finley. I mean, I know he's getting double teamed and everything sometimes, but he's been a blip on right. He didn't have that sack last week where he got taken away, right? He had a holding call because he hugged somebody. It is what it is. I'm tired of this too. It's been 7 years. The truth of the matter is, you get extra points on your Roth IRA the more time you have at the end of the season. Oh my God, that's pretty good. Yes, indeed. What's up, fam? I'm happy with the growth of Sam Howell, but it's time for some change. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's poetry. HTTC Tupac still all right. You know he down in Cuba, JQ. Sam Howell knows why the case person. Yes. Yosemite saying he has to score all points in order for us to win since the D can't hold up. Pause. No, we say pause here, Super Chef. If Ford played again, I think we do. No, that's no lie. If Manny Forbes plays, I think we win that game. Here's another fun stat for you. When you look at Tommy DeVito, they have not scored more than 17 points since he's been the starter. Really, the Giants let's take a look at what the Giants have scored this season. I want to see this. The Giants have scored over 17 points once this season. That was in a win against Arizona in week 2. So since then, they scored 12 against the Niners, 3 against the Seahawks, 16 against the Dolphins, 9 against the Bills. In a game they could have won that game too. 14 against us in a game they won. The New York Football Jets beat them, and that was they got kind of screwed out a couple things against the Jets too. I lost that 13-10. 6 points against the Raiders, 17 against Dallas. Are they on the up and up? I don't know. But also with that, they had -9 passing yards against the New York. Good God. But they did have 203 yards rushing on the ground. Patrick, that's ignorant. That's ignorant. Come on now. I get you. I'm not saying don't be frustrated with his play calling. That's fine. I get that. But to fire the man, because come on now, that's just and he's only under the direction of what he's been. It's like I tell people all the time. You gonna go with, if your boss gives you enough rope so you don't hang yourself on it. I think that's with Eric Bieniemy. He gives enough. Ron don't care. He's developing quarterback. What's he doing? What's up, Teron? Hopefully our defense can beat Tommy DeVito so bad he can go crying to his mother. Yeah, and he probably commutes to the stadium with his parents, Marcus. Don't worry, we will make them look good. Oh, I'm not worried about that, Kelvin. I mean, I know there's always a chance that we're gonna make these guys look good. What's going on, Mr. Cool? But yeah, they've got. I mean, you look at this now. Saquon Barkley, last time he was here, I think he had like 17. I think it was like 1,700 yards. I had it written down, but he's gained the most yardage against Washington. One single against any other opponent. He's got the most touchdowns again. I think he's combined for like over 1,000 yards against us in his whole time. I mean, it's not good. Like, let's see if I can find his. You can't tank if you're not good. I've told y'all that. I've told you that, Mr. Cool. You know that. You cannot tank if you're not good. You're just bad. Here we go. His splits. Against Washington. Yeah, he's got 711 yards on the ground against us, 4 touchdowns, and then you add in 313 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. He's got 6 total touchdowns, over 1,000 yards against us. He knows how to play against us. I mean, I saw him in 2019, and he ran and caught. I think he almost had 100 yards both ways against it. He's just that dude against us. He sees Washington and he sees that light. So that's a key. That's my first key to the game right there, is you got to stop Saquon. You got to find a way to phase him out. You do that, I think your success becomes a little bit like you've got a better chance to win this ball game. If you don't, you let him go around, run around the block, you're not going to lose this game. The only game that I've ever seen Saquon play bad against us was back in 2021 when he played us at Washington, and he looked slow because he's coming off the ACL tear. He was still recovering. He was recovering over there. So that's the one thing. You got to stop Saquon because he is Weapon X against us. He's always Weapon X against us. You also look at another thing. This defense has finally got to get right. They've got to get to the quarterback. 1 sack since we've traded Chase and Montez. Guess what, boys and girls? I don't care what you're trying to do or what you're trying to develop to when you got to get to the quarterback. And ironically enough, they let Geronimo Gino look all world against us. There was no question. He had time. He could read the Washington Post, the Seattle Times. You got to get to the quarterback. You got to wreck this boy. You have to find a way, whether it's blitzing linebackers, whether it's bringing Khalil Hudson, whether it's sending Jamin Davis. And also to the double up of that, do not play David Mayo. That's another key. That is another key to victory, is do not play David Mayo. Just put David Mayo on the side, like give him a headset, give him a bag of crayon. It's like you're going to the Olive Garden with the kids, right? Give him the 4-pack. Hell, you know what? This is what you do with David Mayo. Just take the green crayon out and say, hey, David, just find the green crayon. And guess what? At the end of the day, it was in your pocket the whole damn time. That's what you need to do with David Mayo. He doesn't need to see the field. He's terrible. It's like JP Finley and Mitch said in their podcast, our linebackers in the pass coverage, they're useless. They're absolutely useless. They serve no purpose. So that's another thing. Blitz, don't play David Mayo. Exactly. Affordable take. Do not play David Mayo. Do not do it. Do not do that. Let's see here. That was the game where we put Josh Johnson in at the end of the game. It was 41. Yeah, Johnson made it 40-16. That's right. That was with the one where my cousin started that game. Jameson Crowder had a big touchdown, catch and run in that game too, towards the end. Yeah, that's what my cousin, Mark Sanchez, was playing. He's not really my cousin, but we just tell people that. I don't know if you really want to tell people that, though. Would I really want to? No, we won't. We don't really want to tell people that, so we won't. I don't even think they have Graham Gano right now either, to be honest with you. Hell, their kicker's out. Yeah, they got Randy Bullock. Graham Gano's not out there. Like, this team is completely different than what we saw a few weeks ago. They have no Leonard Williams. Leonard Williams had a sack on us last week. But that's another thing. So, also I gave you a couple points for defense, right? Because you blitz the quarterback, you get to him, you make this young man feel uncomfortable. You got an opportunity to win there. I think also on offense, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage. You got to keep Sam clean. Limit the sacks. We know that if Sam is sacked 3 or less times, you got a good chance. You got a good chance to win the ball game. So that's where you keep it. That's your magic number. That seems like that's a sweet spot. Limited about 3 or less. You've got a chance there to win the game. And then you also look at it, Sam. Keep him clean, man. Keep him clean. I also think that the wide receivers, they need to be in there and find the hands again. Jahan Dotson, you got to find a way to get Terry the ball. I know he was bracketed, he was clamped up, but you've got to get him more involved. Like I like what De'Ami did. We need more of Antonio Gibson. This is the role that the Antonio Gibson we've seen the last 2 weeks is the Antonio Gibson we should have been seeing for the last 4 years. That is Antonio Gibson. That's what he was designed to be. A space eater. He's not a feature back. That's not him. And then for all these people that said B-Rob was slow, the dude's got speed. He's got game speed. You think about it, if not for B-Rob, we don't get 10 points. That touchdown, then he set us up where the offense sputtered. He got a field goal. I would like also on offense, and we give B-Rob more handoffs. And why do I say that? People, they talk to us about, well, these short passes out of the backfield, those are design runs, yada, yada. Those are like design runs almost out of the back. No. I want to run the heart of the defense because you're still putting your linemen on the, your linemen are still going back. They're not blocking forward. Give your linemen an opportunity to get out there and push somebody backwards. Instead of them continuing to get back, give them a chance. That's the other I want to see. And then I want my running back to get to that second level and lower the shoulder on somebody. What do y'all say? When I think of the Giants, when we played the Giants, right? What's that one play? Brandon Jacobs going up the gut and baptizing LaRon Landry. Right? That's what I want to see. I don't passive aggressiveness, just running wide and everything. Like, I'm sorry. If I need to if I want to see a stretch, I'll go look at the waistbands, right? You know. But yeah, with that being said, those are my and the keys to the game. I think it's Antonio Gibson on the offensive side of the ball. I think him designing a gameplay for him, because we know the usual subject. Sam's upright, it's going to be good. Jahan gets involved in the game. Terry, yeah. And the tight ends, too. I thought John Bates played really well when they targeted him. And Logan Thomas is starting to look healthy again. So the tight ends, so whoever that's going to be, into Antonio Gibson. I think those are my keys to success, right? Those are the keys for me on offense. On defense, I want to see how Manny Forbes bounces back after that BS ejection call. Hey, appreciate that. Shout out to the missus on this. That BS call, I want to see how Manny bounces back. And granted, this is a wide receiver core that's very similar to the New England Patriots. So it's somewhere you should be able to feast. I want to see how they respond. I need to see something more out of James Heisman Smith Wing. Well, he's injured. So Casey Tuill and then F.A. Obata. Gotta see these guys. Those two guys need to combine for like 2 sacks, at least, in this game. I think you need to get a shutout, right? So yeah. And the matchup, I think it's gonna be this offensive line against that front seven for the Giants. I think so. Right, he ain't faking this time, right, Alex? Yeah, and let's take a look before we hop on there. Like I said, this was going to be a very quick, impromptu video. Let me see here. Injury report. Let's take a look at the injury report real quick. Port Commanders. Let's see. Injury report. There we go. Jonathan Allen did not practice on Wednesday. See, they haven't given Thursdays yet. That's a little bad. I need to know. Armour didn't practice Wednesday. Kendall Fuller didn't. Gibson didn't with a toe. Smith Williams had an injury with the hamstring. Benjamin St. Jude's out with an illness. God, getting burned so much. He should just put damaged pride on there, which apparently he answered all his questions. So it is what it is. And Kurt Samuel had limited practice. Jalen Hyde had a concussion. So did Adoree Jackson. They got a lot of concussions. Kayvon Thibodeau has one as well. I mean, good God. Evan Neal didn't practice on Wednesday. Neither did or Dexter Lawrence. And I think he had I think they gave him a veteran day. So yeah, that's your injuries. They don't have any. Let me see here. The Giants might have one. This is just one day ago. Oh, here he is. This was Wednesday. Here's Thursday's injury report for the Burgundy and Gold. So who didn't practice for us was Arma, Gibson, Smith Williams, St. Juice, Samuel, and Tyler Larson got a veteran day. Interesting. And then this was for the Giants. It was Bobby Okorike. Jalen Hyde was limited because they were both limited, hip and concussion, respectively. Evan Neal still got the ankle injury. He didn't practice. Limited was Kayvon Thibodeau with a concussion. Adoree Jackson didn't practice, concussion. So that might look, we'll see what that is tomorrow. Deontay Banks was limited. Saquon Barkley limited. They both had ankle injuries. Tommy DeVito, he had a full practice, but he's got a shoulder injury because they didn't know if he was going to go or not. But he was named the starter yesterday. Limited was Cordell Float, shoulder. McKinney was full. He had a rib injury. So was Pinnock. He had thumb and ankle injury. Wan'Dale Robinson limited with a knee. Andrew Thomas was limited with a knee. And then Deion Jackson, full, the running back, had a concussion. So that was your injury report for today. So we'll see Friday when we should start to get some decisions made on that. It is the blackout game, so we get to see these horrible black jerseys once again. I'm just ready to burn those things out. But I appreciate y'all for coming in. Like I said, this is going to be a quick one here as we get ready for the New York Giants. I think we win this one. You know what? I'm going to be bold this time. Be bold. 27-10. Washington wins it. And we get ready. 5-6 going into Dallas. Yep. Andrew Thomas was limited. Yes, with a knee. Andrew Thomas was limited. But we get ready for Dallas coming up on Thursday. So we will do no, Alex, don't do that. Don't. We lost, bro. We lost. Don't bring it back. No. Just let it go. Let it go. It's like, y'all remember what the Ravens did? They wore gold pants one time against the Kansas City Chiefs back in 2015, and they got the brakes beat off of them. If y'all seen those gold pants since then, I haven't. So don't leave that with the gold pants for the Ravens. Mr. Cool says 27-13. Yeah. So there we go. We get ready to rock and roll. Our boy Sam, I think he stays clean, and we get this win, y'all. And then it's a quick turnaround. Dallas, be here. I'll be here at 12:45-ish on Sunday, and we'll watch the Giants and the Commanders. Till next time, y'all, we keep that same damn energy. Hopefully we outlast these bastards. Until next time, Sanchez 405, love, peace, and hail. And somebody, please give me my theme music. Jim Harbaugh did nothing wrong.